Let's go, Abby, baby. I got so many of these towels. I could be General Grievous, and all my arms would still be waving towels, baby. Let's go, Abby. Woo! Another series win. Let's go. All right. Let's hop right. No, like, taking forever. Let's hop right into this. Abby has won yet another series. They stopped the back-to-back finalists, Coachella Valley, 3-1. I wouldn't really say stomped, but oh my. Yes, I went to 2 of the games. There was only 2 in Abbotsford. I went. They're undefeated so far when I've gone, but I will be on a trip next time they're playing in Abbotsford, so it sucks. I will not be able to go to those games. But oh my god, what a 2 games. I enjoyed it, definitely. I do think the crowd was a little more alive in the Tucson game I went to, but man, the crowd was alive in the last game of this series, the middle game, game 3, it was okay. Game 4, yeah, the crowd showed up. Hell yes. So, alright, game 1, here we go. Ryan Winterton would open the scoring, assisted by Biro and Jones, but Wu would get one back in the first period, assisted by Linus Carlson, and then Daniela Klimovich would get one assisted by Ty Mueller, and the 4th goal, the last goal of the game in the first period, Guillaume Brisebois, assisted by Di Giuseppe and Jujar Kara. Both goalies would shut it down. Coco made 25 of 28, Shilovs with 29 of 30. Abby had 3 goals in the first period. Coachella had 1. Donuts across the board for both teams, so the rest of the game was a 3-1 win. Donuts on the power play for both teams. Our energy, baby. But, we'll swore. 14 shots on goal in the first 4, Abbotsford, 8 for Coachella, 10 shots in the second for Abbotsford, 11 for Coachella, 4 shots in the third for Abbotsford. Did I say the second or the third? Who cares? 11 for Coachella, 28 total for Abbotsford, 30 total for Coachella. Your 3 stars are Guillaume Brisebois at third with a goal, no assist. Klimovich at second with a goal, no assist. And then Artie Party, Arthur Shilovs, let's go, baby, with 29 of 30. That is game 1. Now, I haven't watched the highlights for game 1. I'm going to be more descriptive in the last 2 games, not the first 2 games. So you know what? Let's hop right into game 2. Alright, game 2. It is... I couldn't even write the goals. I have this whiteboard that I write all the stats down on. I leave the screen up anyway. I just can't... I don't want to avoid scrolling here. But I have the goals up because I didn't want to write all the goals down. Alright, so in the first period it was Gustav Olofsson, assisted by Ben Myers. Then Ty Nelson from Logan Morrison and Jaeger Furcus. And then Max LaJoy getting one from John Hayden and Jaeger Furcus. And that all happened in the first period. Arthur Shilovs would not return for the second period. He would allow 3 goals on 8 shots, so that's 5 saves. And Nikita Tolopilo would hop in net. Philip Di Giuseppe would get one from Akito Hirose and Atu Ratu. Nate Smith would get one from Jujar Kara and Cole McWard. Abbotsford would come close here in the second period. But then Jujar Kara would get one assisted by Nate Smith and Sammy Blay. It looks like this goal is repeated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like they get another one. Jujar Kara assisted by Nathan Smith and Sammy Blay. Yet again, the same Kara, Smith, Blay. And then Ben Myers would tie the game from Melanson and Ottovainen. And then Melanson would get one from Luke Hedman in overtime. And yes, Coachella Valley would win 5-4 in overtime. The goals: 0 for Abby in the first, 3 for Coachella. In the second period, 2 for Abby, 0 for Coachella, and then 2 for Abby in the third, 1 for Coachella, and then 1 for Coachella in overtime, but a total of 5-4. 0 for 2 for Abby on the power play, 0 for 1 for Coachella on the power play. 10 shots in the first period for Abbotsford, 8 for Coachella, 9 and 9 for both teams, 9 for Abbotsford, 10 for Coachella, and then 2 and 4 on the totals for Abbotsford, 30, and Coachella Valley, 31. Arthur Shilovs already went over his totals. Nikita Tolopilo would stop 21 of 23, and Coco, yet again, would stop 26 of 30, or 26 of 30. I think it might have been the same. I'm not sure. Whatever. The 3 stars of the game. I don't know why I said once again. Jujhar Khaira would get 2 goals, 1 assist for the 3rd star. Myers would get 1 goal, 1 assist for the 2nd star. And then Melanson, the guy who got the OT winner, 1 goal, 1 assist. He also assisted the game tying goal. He would get the 1st star, and Abbotsford would fall 5-4, 1-1 series tie, heading back to Abbotsford for... Alright, game 3. Let's get right into it with the goals. I was at this game. I wore this jersey. It was thunderstorming outside. Lightning storm, whatever. There was a storm outside while we were trying to get to the game. A little sidebar. We park, and then we go to get our ticket, and we're like, oh, shoot. Oh, no, we need our spot number. Totally forgot to look at that. We had to run all the way back up in the rain. And I don't know, that doesn't really matter. It's just noise. And then we get down, and we go down. We see a different parking meter that's a little close. We go to that one. That one's license plate number. I'm like, I don't think I remember it. But he's like, really? You don't remember your license plate number? I'm like, bang. Clicked in, put it in. So, yeah. Other than that, that's it getting to the game. So I was soaked in this jersey, sitting there, eating my Lully's Dirty Dog. If you go to an Abbey game, you have to get the loaded Dirty Dog. Oh, that's in the way. It's non-alcoholic. YouTube. Yeah, I went to this game, and it was good. I like the game. I love playoff hockey. It's the crowd. I like it when the crowd is more into it. I felt like that Tucson game I went to, the crowd was a little more into it. But Nate Smith would open up the scoring, assisted by Akito Hirose and Sammy Blais. Kirill Kravtsov, we'd actually missed this goal because we were grabbing hot dogs at the time. Would get one from Jonathan Leckermacki and Max Sasso. I don't know, I said it like that. There's no goals in the second period. And then Ryan Winterton will get one from Logan Morrison, and then Philip Di Giuseppe will get one from Jujhar Khaira and Victor Mancini, who, by the way, Victor Mancini is wicked. Oh my. I don't think it was this game where he had to walk through. He looks so good. I hope he pans out and plays for Vancouver because he is amazing in Abbotsford. He looks so good down there. Sasson looked great as well, especially in the next game. Goals for the teams: 2 for Abbey in the first, 0 for Coachella. Donuts across the board in the second, 1s across the boards in the third period for a total of 3-1. Abbotsford win. Both teams were 0 for 3 on the power play. Is that true? Did I write that? Yeah. No power play goals so far in the series, 3 games in, and Abbey's had the most opportunities with 7, and Coachella's had the least with, I think, 6. Shots in the game: 5 for Abbey in the first. Coachella Valley dominated the first with 12 shots over Abbey's 5. It was a little more even in the second with 9 for Abbey, 8 for Coachella, and then Abbey took over a little more than, not as much as Coachella did in the third, but a little more with 9 over Coachella's 6 for a total of 23. And I gotta stand up for this one, 26. The goaltenders. The goaltenders, Arthur Shilovs, would come back into the game tonight after getting pulled in the last game of the second period. Going into the second period. He would stop 25 of 26 in this one, and then Coco would stop 20 of 22. The last one was an empty netter for Di Giuseppe, which is funny because he scored the empty netter in the Tucson game, which I went to. So each game so far, Di Giuseppe got the empty netter. Breezeball would get the 3rd star, 0 goals, 0 assists. Defensively, I think he was really, really good that night. Kravtsov would get the 2nd star. Am I saying that right? Kravtsov. It's so Kravtsov. 1 goal, 0 assists, and then Artie Party with the 1st star, 25 out of 26. That was game 3. It was electric, but you know what was more electric? Game 4. Let's go, baby. I don't know. I was going to edit that, but you know what? You get to see me walk around for no reason. Game 4. I was at this game as well. This was electric. It was so nerve-wracking. Oh, it was such... I had just a ball right here. After, Max Sassel would open the scoring, assisted by Kirill Kravtsov and Sammy Blais on the power play. Finally, oh my god. A power play goal. A power play goal. Yeah. That was the first power play goal of the series. And then, yeah, it was just nerve-wracking. Sisson was definitely the best player on the ice. I really enjoyed his play. I enjoyed his play in Vancouver, so I expect him to be pretty good when it comes to playing in the AHL, and he looked amazing in this game. I really liked this game. But you know who else looked amazing? Well, the empty netter from Linus Karlsson, assisted by Di Giuseppe this time. He didn't pick it up. He ended up getting the assist. Archer Shilovs, baby. 29 of 29. A shutout. Let's go. And then Coco also had an amazing game. He stopped 22 of 23. An amazing game for Coco. Goals. 1 for Abbotsford, 0 for Coachella in the first. Donuts across the board in the second. 1 for Abbotsford, 0 for Coachella in the third, for a total of 2-0. 0 for 3 was Coachella on the power play, and Abbotsford would break the power play curse with a goal in this one. 1 for 2. The shots were 9-7 for Abbotsford in the first. 8 for Abby, 11 for Coachella in the second, 11 for Coachella, 7 for Abbotsford in the third, and it was 29-24 shots on goal for 24 for Abby, 29 for Coachella. Coco would get the third star with his amazing performance. I gotta give it to him. The person yelling Coco in the stands was trying to get into his head that was like by me. You weren't doing your job, man. He was playing amazing. He let 1 goal in the first, and that is it. He played really good. I have to give it to him. He should be proud of himself for this performance in the series in total as well. And then, what's this plus minus? Oh no, I'm getting distracted. Oh, you can see who got the plus and the minus on the ice. That is crazy. That's a cool thing. Okay. Max Sisson would get the second start with a goal and 0 assists. Not just the goal, his whole play. He looked amazing. He probably could have got 3. He was looking really good. And Artie Party would get the first star with a shutout. Arthur Shilovs. Arthur Shilovs. The arena was chanting that while he was getting interviewed. I barely heard a question that was asked or an answer he gave because the arena was going crazy, as they should, for that man, Archer Shilovs, who helped Vancouver in the playoffs last year. Now he is leading Abbotsford to hopefully their first Calder Cup this year. He's playing amazing. But yeah, that is about it. That is the end of the series. Abbotsford wins 3-1. You know what? Let's bring up the Burrows Selly for this one. And the Burrows Sally. What a series. I'm so excited for the next one. I will not be able to go to any of the games because I will be out on a trip, but I will definitely be paying attention as much as I can, and then I will be hopefully paying attention when they're in Colorado. But also, they got the NHL playoffs going on every day that I do also have to pay attention to. But that will be it for this one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this. If you're an Abbotsford fan or you're a Vancouver Canucks fan who lives near the area, definitely go check out the Abbotsford Canucks. Top-notch hockey, even if it is the AHL. A lot of people say, oh, AHL hockey. It is still great hockey, especially in the playoffs. Go check it out. Go get yourself a dirty dog from Lully's. Say hi to Scully. Check out these 2 videos up here. The one on your right is the video from Friday. The one on your left is the video from Monday. Subscribe right down there. I'll see you guys in the next one. The next series review for Abbotsford will probably be in 2 weeks' time. Or maybe 3 weeks' time. I'm not too sure. The next one will be hopefully the round 2 playoff review. I'm not sure if it will go live Monday. It might go live a little later. I apologize if that's the case. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.